All right. So we got the week 2 match here between Confucius and Never Nathaniel. It's going to be a little fade with Plinks. Kind of an interesting one. They start with Draft, Remnant Pack, Space Prism. That's going to be a lot of synergy, kind of, with Firelight, but it could also be anti-synergy, right? If the primitive molds don't work out. So I'm going to give them the go-ahead here. And let's go ahead and get this to full screen. Get my scorecard over to this screen over here. And we are good to go. I don't think they see the chat. Okay, Confucius sees the chat. So, first choice here, Lightstone Casing. Versus Golden Vault. Golden Vault, definitely a good tournament artifact, right? But not a fun one. I think I'd be personally inclined probably to just take the Golden Vault. You can earn a lot of score over the opponent by just eliminating chip damage here and there. True, you might lose some gold. That might affect your ability to get some upgrades. I think in a tournament setting, I take that risk. Being able to eliminate chip damage, especially with, think about most Little Fade early games can run into chip damage. So, Eternal Flame versus Firelight. Tough one, right? Firelight has obviously the bigger ceiling, but you might leak early. They both go for the Golden Vault here. Gotta respect it. I gotta say I agree. I think I'd be tempted to still do Firelight. I mean, you can get around that chip damage from the Golden Vault. You got a Draft to infuse into literally anything, so you already have multi-strike. I suspect we're going to see some high scores. So Nate's going right in. Unit Drafts, have to agree. Plinks are going to do some good work here. He's got the Draft already. He does, however, have the problem of now there's no units. But we'll see what he does here. So, he'll have the Space Prism he can use here. He's definitely going to lose Fade now. The question is he going to have anything survive? That is that is definitely the question. I guess at 22 health. Didn't realize that thing had 22 health. But yeah, 22 health Draft, probably going to be fine. So let's see, does Confucius opt to not plink the rest of them here? Because could get that buff early. In the end, it probably... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, he's got the double primitive mold there. See, this is where you can get into disaster with Little Fade, right? If he couldn't bring Little Fade back here, say he only got one primitive mold, got the rubber morsel. Now you lose all your units. You got a reform pool of 4 or 5 units. You could just go out and ring one. It's always the risk with Little Fade. I mean, even Confucius here looks like he might be having some troubles. Alright, so we got a clean one here for Nate. There's no damage. Why is that only a 5? That should be more than a 5. I'll have to check. I'll have to fix that later. Not sure what's up with that. Cheat. So we got a Wickless Baron and a Paraffin Thug coming in for Nate here. Let's see if I can fix this score in the meantime. Should be a 15. I don't know why it's a 5. Well, as long as it's the same. I'm just going to assume Confucius has the same. Let me see if it does a 15 for him, so something weird here is going on. Aha, I figured out the problem. There, somebody messed with the sheet, but that's all good. I used my superior technical skills, learned throughout years and years of IT work to figure it out, and we're back in action here. 15. To I assume 15. I mean, I'll have to edit Confucius' score if you can't beat him. Okay, he beats him. So I didn't see, but there was a Paraffin Enforcer, because I was too busy messing with the score, but we're all good now. We're all good now. So there must have not been a temple. I would assume they put the draft into the Paraffin Enforcer if there was. Ooh, we got some spicy leaks here for Nate, but you know what? He's got 235 gold. I think he'll be good. Question is, does he care? I'll be honest, I wouldn't be too worried about the gold here. I'd just make sure I can kill the boss. My thoughts are a Paraffin Enforcer or a drag into the Paraffin Enforcer. You basically are good. You honestly might not even need any upgrades. But yeah, he's good here. Another clean one for Nate. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there now. Up to 30. And goes with another draft, did I see? Or was that a molded? Couldn't see the cursor. Discord does have problems picking up the cursor, I've noticed. A lot of good units on this run, but I think I would just stick to the Paraffin Enforcer draft. That's all you really need. You could even keep a few drafts there for 1 pip units that have multi-strike, but I think you got 2 Space Prisms. I'd at least go 2 Paraffin Enforcers with the draft infusion. That way you get the priority draw. Get them getting the buffs right from the get-go. And then, you can just YOLO it with the Space Prisms. You could also, maybe get lucky and get Intrinsic. So you don't even have to get that lucky to get it, depending on the amount of temples. It's just a 1 out of 3 chance for however many temples you have. So I haven't really caught the map on this one, but I'm assuming it's one of those weird ones where you don't have a temple for a while. Because I see on Nate's map, it's a Divine Boons Ring 3 here. Dante, yikes. Well, like we said, this is going to be a high-scoring run. It might come down to time, honestly, or if somebody can put together flying kills. We will just have to see. Alright, Nate is... I didn't see it. I assume he took the candles. Does he need the candles? He may not need them. Okay, he took the candles. I have to agree. I mean, we're getting to flying kill central here. Ooh, I didn't see the... Okay, so votive key. I gotta say I like the votive key. I mean, I get that the Golden Vault and Thing have synergy, but Little Fate on Endless, when you kind of have these early rings where it's iffy, I think I like Nate's choice there better than the Rationing Scales choice that Confucius went with. However, depending on how Confucius ends up constructing his deck, he may be a-okay. What did we lose Confucius here? Let me check. Well, hopefully he'll come back here. I wonder if we can... Well, I don't know. We'll watch Nate for now. So pretty low health on Paraffin Enforcer. But he, won't be the end of the world if he loses it. Considering his reform pool's probably okay, I'd assume. Could be tempted just to let him die, right? But oh, so he did take the molded. He at least says that. That'll definitely help things. Okay, we're losing everything bottom. Oh, Confucius is back. Oh, no, he's not. He should come back soon. Here, let's, oh, yep, here we go. Alright, we are good to go. Alright. Technical difficulties. And boom goes the dynamite. Anyway, we got Nate here about to get his, I assume, victory. I think it's a fair assumption. Got some big units here. Do about half damage here, figure the rest out later. I like it. Who's on Endless, though? Who's on first? We got Endless, Little Fade. That should be good. I might just finish it here. Yep. Alright, we'll go ahead and... So that's not a flying kill. But it's pretty hard, honestly, to get the flying kill on Talos. You gotta have, like, double extinguishes. Or, like, some double exploding tombs, or whatever you call them. Looks like Confucius gets a clean one here. Let me double check that I didn't. Yeah, alright. Alright. I'm assuming clean kills, but you know what? You never know. I am very prone to these type of runs, turning my brain off and letting myself lose free wins. I can't tell you how many morsel made games I've lost. So, is adding some burnout to the draft. I like it. I like it. I like now probably just holding the Paraffin Enforcer for a infusion into Dante. I guess. I mean, you could really do anything with Dante. Who knows, right? Just add another multi-strike, maybe. At a certain point, Little Fade's giving so much damage, but I have to imagine the Paraffin Enforcer into Dante will give the best shot at a flying kill. All that rage on every strike. You can't beat it, you know, you can't beat it. Is he doing the self-infused draft? Is that what I saw there? Or did he put the Paraffin Enforcer in? I didn't see. Well, you'll have to let me know. Chat. Oh, God. What's going on now? Oh. What is happening? Okay. We're back live again. Anyway. So, we got Ring 4. The worst combo ever, by the way. Clipped Tormentors and Party Boy, but this is probably a deck that won't have issues with it, is my guess. Not one of those. Not one of those type of decks. I'll have to check back in on my Streamlabs every now and then, make sure the scores are updating. Should be Nate 45, Confucius 30 so far, if everything is correct. I need a third monitor, that's what I need. So Party Boy goes down. You love to see it because, you know, I'm a censor it. We'll keep these matches PG. There's things I want to say about Party Boy, but I'll refrain. what's the old saying? If you don't have anything good to say, F Party Boy. I think that's how the saying goes. Now, Party Boy took me out in my last match, and took me out in the previous tournament before that, has ended several of my longest streaks. Let's just say Party Boy and I don't get along. Flicker's Liquor, Jack Strips. I wonder what Nate will take here. I knew it. See, Nate he has like a special thing for Jack Strips, I've noticed. It holds a special place dear to his heart. He just can't resist the Jack Strips. It's fine. I don't know that Flicker's Liquor does much for you here. Maybe speculatively in the future it can do some things, but it doesn't. Let's be honest, this deck at this point is basically play your Endless Little Fade, put down units, and keep doing that. There's not much else that needs to happen. This is the riveting gameplay of Little Fade. So before the match, they chose random for the primary, and it went to Little Fade. I should have just lied and gave them like Tethys or something, made their lives miserable, because Plink's secondary was agreed upon. But yeah, these Little Fade matches, they can be a bit anticlimactic, shall we say? But you never know. Who knows what this seed has in store? Because now they got to start thinking about taking risks, right? See, Nate probably has to take less risks because he's ahead on time. If it comes down to a tiebreaker. Oh, I should update Nate's score, by the way. Probably something I should do. So he's at 60 now. So he's 2 rings ahead. Still gonna just call it and say nobody's taking damage. Well, maybe. Confucius doesn't have much gold here. Confucius might take damage. He doesn't have much gold. He's got a bit of a wave here. And once that draft comes down, I think he's good. Yeah, I could probably have that morsel help out a little. Huh. How did that morsel not kill the guy? Interesting. Oh, because it's a sweeper. Yep. Nope. I didn't catch it either, Confucius, so I can't blame you. I can't blame you for thinking that would work. Well, we got some stuff going on here with the Harvesters of Death. Haven't really. I see a dead wave, and I see a lot of armor to this floor. So I don't know. Like we said, these type of runs can get you by surprise. Oh, look at all that armor. He might just say screw that floor and let it hit his gold. Oh, or beat the what's he gonna do here? It's stealth boss. Okay, this run just became not so straightforward, didn't it? I don't know what you do here. Do you keep your reform pool like clean? Because you need high burnout on your units to survive the stealth. I mean, he can survive that wave. He'll take damage. Yeah, this run just got a bit interesting, didn't it? Well, Confucius has navigated his kind of rough spots here, so I think he'll get through this one cleanly. What's he doing down here? Surprised he didn't just put... Well, I guess it doesn't die in the mid, so I get it. Wait. I just realized... this is man, this is how bad I am. My first time realizing that Confucius took Endless Fade. Oh, we gotta restart from Nate. All right. So I would interview them, but I'm having trouble enough keeping score and commentating. I'll just let that go. So Confucius does have room here to make up now. No damage. So, Nate's still ahead, but depending on how Confucius, handles these, he might do better. So yeah, as I was saying, I totally didn't see that Confucius did not take Firelight, he has the Endless Fade. So we got some big differences here. I still think I feel like Nate's deck is so much more powerful, but will his own hubris be his undoing here? Maybe hubris isn't the right word, but I like that word. I like the word hubris. It's a cool word. It's a cool word, and cool words are just cool. Ooh, all that money. All that money gone. Still no damage, though. Preserve the Dante. So I think what... If I were to think what I would do for Nate, you know, you got to get... He doesn't have any burnout extension, right? So stealth-wise, he needs to somehow burn up several points of stealth, because he's not going to have enough burnout to beat the stealth, right? So may need to think about... I don't know about eating the morsels. I would either let him die, put him into the reform pool, or just keep him in the deck. Those morsels represent a stack of stealth lost each, you know? So he's got a rough one here. I might just go bottom. Like, he's got to get 10 burnout, 10 things. He doesn't need burnout top, though. It's the catch-22, right? Yeah, I think he should have kept maybe some of those morsels around. This is where the trickiness comes into play, right? So this will eat up a pretty good amount of stealth here, though. So that's good. What does he do with the rest of this, though? Like, this doesn't really do him much good. I guess that works. You see, I wonder if putting the remnant... You could have eaten up some extra stacks with that remnant host down there, I think. I'm trying to think if that burnout timer would mess up if you put the remnant host in front. Alright, he should take his time and think this out. So what was the stealth? 6? He doesn't have enough burnout. Maybe put the... I don't know what he does here. Oh, he's got it. Okay. Woo! Woo! That was quite the ring. So we'll say no damage taken, but he has a 15 penalty for the restart. I saw a cave-in. I don't know what he took there. I'm assuming not a cave-in. I could see cave-in. I could see cave-in being okay. He is too fast. Oh, he took an excavated ember. Against Diligent, makes sense. So we got the Clip Tormentors here, tormenting Confucius as they do. Although, honestly, it doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble with this ring. He may even get the Collector, if he plays his cards right. Pun intended. Actually, yeah, I don't think there's a way he could do it. If he wanted to YOLO those plinks, maybe. Alright, so Nate is flying through here. I think he's trying to get back to his Elden Ring stream here. Okay, hopefully he sees the days there. This is an annoying shard, by the way, for a little fade, right? Like, you can try to predict where it's going to go, and maybe if you have the ways memorized, which I don't, you can try to plan what the bad wave is and go in on the floor that makes sense. I'm not sure if I made sense there. Alright, so I think he's committed to the top floor setup at this point. He wants the Endless in the draft. Makes sense. You know what's tough about this is he doesn't really have a way to self-sack Little Fade. Uh-oh. I think I'd be down to... I guess you don't really need a Daisy. Doesn't matter either way. Boss is stealthed. This is the tough thing when you don't have burnout extension with even with the endless. It's not as straightforward as you'd think, right? Oh, he's an Umbra Stone. Let's see, what's a stealth? 5 stealth, so no flying kill. That's one thing you could consider, though. If tournament scoring at 140 shards, you're basically saying you need a resin removal to get this flying kill. There's probably a world with this amount of Dantes and a Firelight. There's probably a world where you could get the flying kill if you kept the shards low enough, and then just try to hammer the shards later. Flying kill's worth 5 points. So, you could probably try to think, maybe I can't get all the way to 200 shards if I don't go pretty hard here, but if you can get still above 150 and get the flying kill, that's a way you could make up points. But that's a lot to think of when you're doing these, just speaking from personal experience. Probably just want to stick to the basics. What's going on in Confucius's world over here? Looks like he beat it without taking damage. He's debating the Vetivery, or the Sacred Wicks, or the Wicked Blaze. I can see reasons for all, but yeah, Wicked Blaze to me, it's nice to be able to pick what comes out, isn't it? And to get some extra damage on it. It looks like that was a skip, if my eyes didn't deceive me. So they're actually tied right now. Because basically Nate's Ring 5 didn't earn points. Let's go ahead and put the shard. I'll do the shard counts later. I can do them now. There's no harm in that. So Confucius isn't going quite as hard on the shards here. Oh yeah, Nate's got this one. We'll mark it. We'll mark it complete. So Nate is now back to this 15-point lead. Hallowed Halls. That's probably a trap. But a Waxen Spike, that's pretty good. Now, if you had the Flicker's Liquor, maybe you can do some Furnace Tap action. Get an extra multi-strike, not that you'd need it. Blights and Scourge cost 0. Could be pretty good against Diligent, though one might argue you could just let the Scourges hit you several times, and it would be less gold than that. That'd probably be what I actually don't think I would buy the Sinner's Salve, maybe. But you know me, I'm a hater of Sinner's Salve, so any excuse to not take it, I'll take. But I think the way I justify it to myself is I already have Golden Vault. It's not like Sinner's Salve stops me from hurting my draw. It just makes it so I can play out those things easier. I just let them damage me if I needed to. I don't even think I'd need to, though. Think about how little spells you actually need to play in this deck. You really just need a little fade down and whatnot. Oh, but you know what, though? Okay, I take it back, though. He does have Dante's Candles, and those are now 0 costed. I take it back. You know what? Sinner's Salve, you get the pass on this one. All those Dante candles are free now. Yeah, I'm willing to. What's the phrase? Eat crow on this one, and say that Sinner's Salve is pretty good here. So Nate's going with the bottom floor setup. We'll see. I don't think he needs to, is the thing. But he'll probably be fine here. He can, oh, that Plink didn't play nicely. These Plinks, by the way, are usually pretty good with the Dante's Cape. Getting that plus spell damage. I always forget that they're just gigantic Plinks, usually, when I have it. But yeah, obviously they're not so good when they just both plinks go right into the Gilded Wing there in that last wave. Yeah, he should be good. He's got some beef here. Surprised he didn't put the fresh Dante in front though. But it probably won't matter. He's got so much firepower here. You know, as the Cobra Kai say, best defense, more offense. Oh my god, these plinks. Plink is not his favorite card at the moment. But it doesn't matter. He deletes the entire floor. And Remnant Host is a pretty good buffer. Crazy how much pip they're able to get. He's got the pip artifact, the space prisms. It's like a Firelight's dream here. A Midsummer Firelight's dream, shall we say. Ooh, we got the trial skip here from k0nfusius. Now I have to imagine his deck is better poised to not run into issues with the stealth boss, but the problem is probably just going to be harvesters themselves. He's still at a pretty low amount of gold. That's not much. That's what, maybe 2 hits that it'll save his pyre. So not really any backline clear. Oh, he didn't take the Dante either. I have not been catching these differences here. Surprised he didn't take the Dante. I think even with the Endless Fade, the Dante's pretty good here, right? You know, all your plinks are hitting hard. You can still do Barefoot Enforcer into it, or just simply a Wickless Baron into the Dante. Either of those is a pretty powerful play. But his deck's probably pretty strong nonetheless. We'll just have to see here. Technically, he can probably win if Nate can't put some flying kills together. If k0nfusius does not restart and doesn't take any damage, I assume they'll both get Divinity flying kills. That's just a given. But it's the Seraph. It's just going to come down to Seraph, maybe. Seraph the Dill. Actually, you know what? Without a resin removal, Nate can't get it. Oh, he almost doesn't. Whatever. It's just a Remnant Host. I thought he didn't choose his like hero power or something. No, he's good to go. And I should probably update his score. There we go. Need to double check that this is updating. Yes, it does look to be updating. 90 to 60. 60 to 90. But you know, we'll keep it PG here. We're a PG stream. He's got the Intent on Death, always a good one with either versions of these little fades. Not so good with Icarus. A shame that Icarus wasn't offered. Ooh, we got a... Nah, okay. I was going to say we got a leak coming. We might have a leak coming for k0nfusius here. So yeah, without a resin removal, no real chance of a flying kill on Seraph the Diligent. This is, by the way, the wave, or the fight that k0nfusius is on is the one that Nate had to restart. So this will be pretty interesting to see how k0nfusius navigates this. I wonder how k0nfusius... So we're about 30 minutes in. k0nfusius has, you know, a little over 30 minutes. What is it? 40 minutes to complete this. So I think he'll be good on time. But he is taking a while to get through this. But that's kind of what you might want to do, especially if you have this endless version of Fade. Just takes a little bit more consideration to figure out how you're going to navigate it, right? Does he just let the pyre get hit here? It's only 25 gold. Looks like that'll do. That'll do. Look at that floor with Nate. How many Dantes is too many Dantes? The answer, there are no such thing as too many Dantes, apparently. That's a crowded train right there. Hopefully those Dantes are comfortable with one another. I'd have to imagine, though, that this is gonna beat Seraph. No flying kill, but it'll beat him. Or her. You know, I've never actually... Is Seraph a he or a she? Or nothing? Has kind of a feminine voice, I feel. Some of the variants. Maybe some of the variants are, some aren't. Those more well-versed in the Monster Train lore can probably correct me. Moment of truth here for Nate. So, we have a flawless, non-flying kill victory. He's at 195 shards too, so that actually could be something of a difference. I don't know if Confucius is going to be able to get to that 200 mark. But he doesn't need to. He just needs to not restart, which he did here. He got through without restarting. It's flawless. So Confucius, ring by ring, right now does have an advantage because he didn't restart. But Nate will have a shard advantage. But the max shard advantage he could have, assuming Confucius goes for Divinity, which I would assume he goes for, would be 10, which is not going to make up 15. Now, if he gets a flying kill here, and Confucius doesn't get any flying kills, and keeps his shards at 100, then Nate would win on time. So we'll see. We'll see if, all Confucius would have to do would be to take like 105. Oh man, look at that flying kill for Nate. Whoa. Yeah, that's a flying kill right there. That was a fast one. Alright. I am going to open up Nate here to the commentary. Just make sure I get all this correct here. So 155, I think, is the score here. 9 rings completed. Pack shards 195. Yeah, okay, let's pop open his commentary here.
Crazy.
Hey, Nate.
So
That's a pretty fast one. That was like 35 minutes or so? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Also, my problem would have had a perfect run if I hadn't had just played that one ring too fast.
Yeah, the Harvesters of Death. It was funny because like I was kind of noting at that moment, I was like, oh yeah, it seems like he'll kind of autopilot at this point, but then it kind of became
Backfired.
really clear that, oh crap, it's Stealth Boss. Not actually so simple.
Yeah, and not getting a single. What is it? The gosh, I haven't played the game so much that I forgot all the names of things. But the clearing all buffs
Oh, resin
and
removal.
yeah, and
Right,
my buff removal didn't hit either flying boss, which was
right,
unfortunate.
right. Well, I think the only way Confucius could beat you, he does have to take no damage from here on out.
Okay.
Even if he there's even if he does that, if he doesn't go to 105 shards and he doesn't get the flying kill on Divinity, you'll win on time. So basically, that's the scenario at the moment. He's not on super high amount of gold. You both took the golden vault. It's possible he could also just leak. Doesn't look like the
That
Arcus fight will be too hard, but we'll see. Maybe that winged horde could present issues for his deck.
I'm gonna switch over to watching
Sure.
his stream, guys. We can do a kind of dual commentary on it while he finishes his run. So let's think here. So is he going like the similar thing? Did he go all in? Does he have Dante and stuff, or did he not
No,
take Dante?
no, he didn't. He didn't take Firelight or Dante, and it took me way too long to realize both of those things.
Oh,
I had assumed that he'd go there, but yeah, he's been Endless Fade and no Dante.
interesting.
and rationing scales instead of the votive key.
Well, I mean, oh, really?
Yeah, which I
Well, I guess that makes sense
guess
because he took
right,
endless. He took endless, so yeah.
right, right.
He could legitimately have problems though with divinity,
He doesn't have
but
nearly the firepower that your deck had.
oh, he's about to get a whaling here unless he's able to kill that. I guess he can. He has enough damage between the tomb and the little fade. Very different. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Like I fought. I feel like the game, if you just route the way that I do, the game is going to play itself.
right.
So I would say there's still a chance. So
Oh
is
yeah,
he taking damage at all? He's not taking any damage
he hasn't
at
taken any
all.
damage, but he's on. He's on less shards. I doubt he can get to 200 shards. So between shards and potential non-flying kill with divinity and maybe some damage, there's plenty of room for 15 points to be made up there.
And I also think I'm putting the pressure on him by the fact that I've actually finished the run already.
Right, right.
I've got to rely on the emotional damage that I'm
All,
doing
all
by
uh,
having already cleared the run.
yep. All eyes are on him. Ooh,
Ooh.
this is such an
Oh, I don't think he noticed that the that his little fate isn't able to attack there.
right,
I think he thought he could. He just ended up adding armor to the guy. But probably won't. Well, actually, that might be relevant because oh no. His little fade will die, so his little fade would gain enough damage. I was thinking it might be relevant because little fade wouldn't have enough damage to clear him, but I think he should be just fine.
yeah. Maybe he was
He
just trying
shouldn't
to
weaken
scale it.
all on the middle floor because he can kill the front unit. Okay.
So there wasn't, aside from Wax and Spike, there really wasn't much burnout extension offered on this run. It looked like
No, no, not at all. Actually,
it can be
you needed
pretty awkward. It's like
when he's got a lot of units that don't really synergize that great together. A
right,
bunch of drafts. I mean, the Paraffin Enforcer for sure does, but when you don't have any way to extend burnout,
right. That rage doesn't
really big
really
problem with
stick.
Relentless.
Yeah,
And that's a Harvest Baron, right? It's not a Tycoon.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Wickless Baron.
Wickless Baron. Yeah, yeah, crazy different run.
Way different. Yep. Yeah, I loved the what
Uh,
was it, a triple or quadruple Dante at the end there.
a triple Dante, two of them with melee weakness merged onto a Paraffin Enforcer.
Yeah, I had barely blinked and you had killed Divinity. Was that what, two waves or something?
Second turn, yeah,
Yeah.
second turn. First turn did 1,800 damage, and the second turn just killed him.
I mean, I don't see him getting the flying kill on Divinity unless I'm trying to think if there's any way he could get that. I foresee that he'll probably get through these next few rings fine, but I could see Divinity being quite an issue.
Arcus might be a problem as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, the boss way portion.
yeah, Relentless
Yeah.
against Arcus can be really problematic. His Fade will do a lot of damage, but he won't be able to damage him at all ahead of time.
Right. He
Um,
doesn't have too many harvests onto that Baron, so his beef could be pretty low. Like
he might be okay. He might be okay. It really depends. He's gonna have if he has far less shards, so actually he's not gonna be stealth for very long.
your
So he
plinks
might end
were
up being just fine.
your plinks were very not nice to you, by the way.
They were
I,
fine.
I saw like the
Planks
ring.
weren't the problem. The problem was I was playing on the bottom floor. And every other time, I always had an exit strategy if the planks didn't work. So I
Yeah,
was too stressed.
looks like he's
So
able
he's
to.
getting the kill
Yeah,
now.
pretty
Oh,
good.
wait, not yet.
The holdover drip
But he should be
fall.
with the. This is yeah. I was gonna say you put Little Pain in the back, and he should have enough damage. Oh yeah. Oh, damage shield. Then he's good. Yeah.
Still think he should have put him in the back, but looks like it doesn't work. Or it looks like it doesn't matter. It works.
Now he can get
His deck could
at
use Hallowed
least
Halls.
his deck could also use Furnace Tap, but it
Right,
would make it difficult for him to play stuff.
right.
And he doesn't know that upcoming is a potential blight. What is it
Blight
called?
removal. Center South.
Yeah, center south. The only problem with Hallowed Halls though is it's really not good with endless units.
True. And I guess if he wants to use the full pip, he can't like do something where he plays the Hallowed Halls and then puts the endless fade down.
Sato, click Hallowed Halls. It's just auto pick. It is the most fun. I think he probably should take Wax and Spike, but he's going to end up taking Hallowed Halls. I guess Hallowed Halls has the advantage here that if he doesn't worry so much about his fade, he can actually stack decent amounts of burnout onto his drafts and Paraffin Enforcer.
Yeah. Decent harvest synergy too with his Wickless Baron,
Yeah.
as long as he can get it relatively to the back each time.
In this build, I would click it, is what I meant. No, Sato, we all know. You would have taken it no matter what. No fear. You -2 that sucker, and then you just go. So he's going to merge probably Baron onto the Enforcer, is my guess. Maybe nothing.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm always so he has what, just one draft as an actual unit. He self-infused a
Yeah,
draft.
yeah.
I think I'd rather put that draft into one of the priority units. I mean, you got a lot of pip,
And the
but
biggest problem with this fade is there's no early scaling. Like you have to let your fade has to die at least 2 times before
right,
it's actually doing any significant chunk of damage.
right. Now I
I also don't
remember.
know if he does he remember that this is Seraph the Diligent? He's getting rid of a lot of his spells.
Right. Granted, I guess I'm trying to think what his other than primitive molds. I guess well, yeah. If he's gonna center
Hallowed Halls.
thing, yeah, if he's gonna center it around Hallowed Halls, that could be iffy.
Does he have any plinks left? Did he get rid of all his plinks already? I don't see any plinks.
He's down to 20 cards. Yeah, I don't see any. I think it should have showed up.
That's a little dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
he will likely be able to buy a last minute pivot into Icarus. Hmm. Not recommended, but
Yeah.
would be a way to assert dominance if he wins with a rank 1 Icarus pick at the end. Um, yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be hard for him to finish. How he probably has enough scaling and damage to do Seraph, but I don't know. I guess I'm getting hopeful, but I think it will be harder for him for sure.
Right. Suppose I should update his score too.
So 15 points would be with my flying kill. So it'd have to be if he got a perfect score, never took any damage, he'd have to get not the flying kill, and he would have to have 100 shards. But if he gets to 105, he already would win if he just didn't take damage,
Right.
I think.
I'm going to recheck the sheet too. I think somebody has messed with it. There's something not
Okay.
adding up with with your score. I feel like it should be
Let
higher,
me let me go check it.
unless maybe it's right. I have it.
You should put fifth. You should put fifth. Oh wait, no, I'm on a different one. Which tab are you on?
I'm on quick scoring.
Oh, you just kind of chucked it into one of these. Okay,
Yeah.
let me check. Just checking the formula now. No, it's correct. It's correct.
Okay.
That's right. If I didn't have the penalty, I'd be at 170, which is like one of the highest scores you can get.
Right, right. That's like basically perfect with a divinity flying. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Good to know.
I just realized that the scores are now showing up there. I'll turn off the scores because they don't. It's not correct.
Crushing Demise. I didn't see a
Yeah.
Crushing Demise.
Oh wow, he is one-shotting the floor. I always forget how powerful
Oh yeah,
he can get
Trimple.
really quickly. And he's got super low shards, so I mean the only sharded enemy right there is that one in the what is it called? Second to
Spr-
last one.
that was a one and done with his
Also,
trample though.
I was gonna say that he never gets the trample back.
Right.
I don't know if that was correct.
I suppose if he can take care of this wave, wow, that saved a lot of damage just putting that guy down there.
Yeah. But this is the issue right now is like
He's gonna burn out.
yeah, but he honestly puts Little Fade in the back, he probably just gets the kill. It's 300
Right.
damage, quick.
He'll be able to daze for a turn.
He probably should have done. Actually, he couldn't have done that before. I just realized. Oh, oh yeah, because the guy's burning out, and then one shot. Days will add. No, not even adding extra damage. Okay, now he's getting the kill. I always forget that he has the damage shield,
Right. I think it's double stack
and that's
too.
just yeah.
Or maybe it's not double stacked.
Oh, that's right. Intent on
Intent
death is
of-
also going to be very helpful for him on early scaling.
Right. Although maybe engulfed in smoke for his divinity survivability. I think he took the intent on death though.
He did.
That'd be the only thing I'm concerned about, I guess, is the survivability. I mean, he has hollowed halls, I guess, which is kind of survivability in its own way. It's rough too,
He
because
can kill
like,
many bosses. I think the harvest wave is going to be really tough for him.
right. He's only on 90 shards. Like one rough thing about the hallowed halls here is it's okay, I guess, as a one of, but you really want holdover on that thing. And that's a
Yes.
pretty low value merchant of magic with no hellvent or unstable vortex on that side.
Right. He also, again, he needs to be very careful about removing all of his cards.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like the drip fall is pretty important to his deck. Like if he has to burn that, that would be pretty sad.
I think it really might come down to can he deal with the harvest waves and divinity.
Yep.
Seraph should be pretty straightforward because you can just damage shield at the end. Divinity as well. Like if he can make it to relentless, he should be able to kill.
Right.
But if he leaks one harvest floor, he'll just die.
Yeah. So he
All
does
right,
go for
so
the Merchant of Magic. Interesting. So he's locked into a certain amount of shards here. If he doesn't go to 105 shards, I would probably say you've got this.
he can get 25 and he still has units to merge. I think he'll
He'll go for it.
I would expect he caps out on shards here, but we'll see. Eternal Stone on 10th on death.
I,
Okay.
I'd almost be tempted to do the Umbra Stone.
He almost was as well.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he doesn't really have AoE.
I also might get really lucky and he might not he might buy an artifact and then re-roll and not have enough to get the free blights. And then
Oh,
he
right.
might get wrecked from blights.
Well, I'm trying to think. Didn't you bought that at ring 7 or 6,
Oh, I
right?
did. He can't even get
Yeah,
it.
so I don't think he can
Yeah,
get
that's right.
it. That's gonna be
You're totally
rough.
right. I'd forgotten. Oh yeah. Do you remember when you and Loxy played and you both had sketches as an option and you both had that was good times.
Yeah.
Did you are you on a buy this week? Did you have a game this week?
I'm gonna buy this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I probably should have traded it because I think there's 2 weeks in April that I'm gonna be gone, but I'll try to sort it out later, I think.
Yeah.
I actually thought I was
And
playing,
honestly,
but
I
I
don't even think
oh
as much as I would like everyone to play during their week, like it honestly, if people I think there's some people that are going to be playing their second week over the weekend.
right.
That's totally fine. It's not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I could like my matchup can do it like either earlier or later, just move it to somewhere there.
This is really he's looking at potentially merging the Baron onto the Enforcer. That seems
Yeah.
extremely dangerous.
Yeah, especially without the Hellvent on your map side, then you're down to one banner unit and one draft, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's pretty YOLO. I mean, I think I'd especially have wanted to get the Umbra Stone consume removed in that case. So your firepower is pretty low right now. I just don't see a flying kill happening here.
I don't either, and
He does have the
I
shards
don't
though.
see I don't see him surviving the big waves from. I guess he could go with a strategy where sorry, I'm like completely just following my train of thought. He could potentially go with a strategy where he doesn't let Fade die and then puts trample on it and just uses intent on death over and over again.
Right. It's gonna be a
See
rough
what it
one.
does when it comes in.
Could be
Like
interesting
even
to
here, he's
navigate.
gonna start getting garbage. Like
Yeah,
it's not gonna be so easy for him.
and that's gonna compound upon itself if he can't get to that. Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
He's got 3 free pyre hits.
Yep. 20 is it what 25 gold per hit?
Yeah.
Of course those vengeful shards could take those.
Yes. And even
Those
here, he's only killing the front unit. I guess no, he's got the remnant host. He'll kill. Oh, but it's not dying.
probably should have led with
He's,
the crushing demise.
yeah, I think so.
He could do it on the bottom there. Oh, that's a good hit. Yeah, get that guy stunned at least. Reduce some of the garbage.
He's able to kill the front one, but the other two are going to go. He's going to get another blight. He can trample now.
Wonder where he
I
puts
think he's probably
this.
debating whether he tries to just absorb the hits or. I think it's really dangerous right now for him to try to make Fade live the whole time.
Right.
That might be what he has to try to do. Get the trample on it and keep it alive.
Okay. Did he? Was that his burn card? Did he burn crushing demise?
I think he just burned crushing demise. Yeah.
Or was it a space prism? I can't remember.
Oh, it might have been Space Equivalent. And it's really
So,
tight. It's really tight race here.
right. This is a one false move could end it all, or at least end it as far as score is concerned.
Yeah.
So I think he. Oh, interesting. He chose to let the Scourge shuffle.
You think he would have?
I would have
Well,
probably done the Purifier.
yeah, same. Oh, he didn't. He must. Yeah, he must put something else because he still has the crushing demise.
Ah, yep. So he could burn his primitive mold here.
Yeah.
So 4 waves remain. I'm trying to remember. He has all of his primitive molds? I know he burned one. Or maybe he didn't.
He's been burning mostly space prisms. He still also has his damage shield to burn.
Right.
He's not leaking here,
Just some big.
but he isn't killing this guy either.
Yeah.
It means more blights.
Oh.
Graph is
not, not,
back in his deck.
yeah, that's how it goes. So he's at 70 gold, 2 more hits until the pyre starts
Feeling the heat, yeah.
feeling the heat. He's going to take a hit here from one of these scourge, or the blight, I assume.
Yep, yeah, he will. And then he'll have just the one. He should be able to kill everything, but man, it is.
That was a pretty good crushing demise.
Yes, it
Hit
was.
the 1 out of 5 there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that the one damage blight, which normally wouldn't have a big of an impact, it
Right.
takes away as much gold as any other damage.
Right. Might as well have been a shade wing or a light wing.
He will be able to kill the blight generator, which is good. And he's got 2 turns left, and he can play Fade on every floor, so he could just kind of let Fade do his thing all the way up. He
Yeah.
can also Crushing Demise.
Try for
If
that.
he gets rid of the Drip Ball, he can Crushing Demise all the way up, follow that floor,
Yeah.
and then just not have to worry, and just leave Fade to take care of it. Did he use the trample yet? I don't think he used the trample
I don't
yet.
think he used the trample. I still am wondering about Relentless. Okay, there's the trample.
I mean, even if he only play, let's see, let's say he gets like 2 hits per floor, that's
Yeah.
still enough. That's 700 damage.
Right. Deck's getting pretty
Well, I
thin.
guess that actually wouldn't be enough. He'd have to hit at least 3 times per floor.
He's got about a hand of deck left. He's
Yeah, and the
crushing
problem is
demise
that
of him.
Little Fade isn't dying,
Right.
so he doesn't get to play Little Fade on the bottom floor, which I think is a huge problem for him.
Yeah, missing out on some damage there.
And with Little Fade in the front, it's not helping these either. But he will be able to play the Prismal Dust now, so that might be enough.
Right.
And he can just straight up take the blight damage and then go all in on that Prismal Dust. Yep, he's gonna play it.
I think his crushing demises hit the largest gilded wing every time.
He doesn't. His Prismal Dust will not keep him alive because of the multi strike on Seraph.
Yeah. This is going to
He's
be
gonna hold on to it.
tough. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he does have the Prismal Dust.
And he has the Entombed Explosive, which has Remnant House, so it's 1 extra full hit.
And the Drip
He
Fall.
has the Drip Fall, yeah. You
Oh,
can
and
put
the pair.
with this. Oh, Baron. Wait, what?
Hmm.
Maybe I'm the insane person, but I feel like
Uh-oh. I think we got
okay.
a, I think we can declare that you have, well, we'll see. I guess maybe he gets a Hallowed
He
Halls.
hasn't taken pyre damage yet. With Dripfall, maybe there's a chance. And Intent on Death,
Yeah, he'll get 3 hits in.
2 full hits, 3 hits. Yeah, 3 full hits is not quite enough. With Intent on Death,
Oh,
no, that's not going to be enough.
yeah, it's going to be a reload.
Oh, yeah, I think he had to do damage 3 floors. With the bottom floor first damage, he would have had enough to kill.
Right.
But yeah, it's really unfortunate.
I even wonder if maybe he drip fall. If he might have been better off drip falling Fade that turn And then at least
Yes.
Fade dies. Yeah. And then he could reposition her at the back.
I think he even kills on the second floor if he can reposition her in the back, put Daemon
Right.
Shield onto her. Seraph does a whole lot of damage to the Paraffin Enforcer, and then I think Fade lives.
Right. All right. So you are the winner of this match.
I gotta win.
You got the win. Nice.
Let's unmute him. He can
That's
still finish out the run.
yeah, yeah. Let's send me.
Hey, Confucius.
Hey,
That was rough.
I don't exactly know what happened, but
It's a
but
tough one
that
to
it?
navigate.
Is there um was that the game? The restart?
Uh,
Yeah, the restart was the game.
yeah,
All right, all right. Congratulations.
But it was super close, by the way.
yeah.
I also had to restart.
Yeah,
So
I saw that. Um, so I'm trying. I think I'm still gonna try to get through this, but yeah, congratulations and
no, yeah, I would say go to. I think definitely there's a possibility for you to not possibility. I think there's a line here for sure that
Yeah.
you can
mm.
find.
So what did you do?
Completely different run. I had
Mm.
triple Dantes with
Mm.
Firelight.
Ah, I see. Okay, yeah. I was looking through my options here, and basically the only thing I saw for scaling at the time, at least for Dante, was the reform.
Mhm.
Um, so I decided because I thought I had a pretty decent setup, and Little Fate by itself usually is oftentimes good enough. So I'm not quite sure what happened here. I'm not sure if there is a line, but I'm gonna try and see. Right.
I think our feeling was if you had just put the Paraffin Enforcer in front of the Fade, you probably had it.
Ah, okay. Well,
Because the
that's
Paraffin Enforcer can absorb a full extra hit, and you
mm,
were like one hit away. Like
yeah.
that was our feeling. Obviously, we don't know because, but that was kind of our discussion at least.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
we.
was I was constantly going. Remember consumer, remember consumer.
Yes, yes. I will say, and I didn't realize this until later. I thought it was at the end. There is a zero cost blight artifact in the run,
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
which certainly would have. I think there was also, is that was that the same shop I got the double or the what's it called, the waxer snuffer? There was also a
uh,
waxer snuffer in the run.
I don't think it was.
Did I get that at the end? I can't remember. It's all a blur. Somebody else can go into the VOD and check it.
Yeah, my memory's hazy. I had thought that you could only have afforded center salve at that trinkets that you went to, but I could be
That
wrong.
seems right in my memory as well, but I don't remember for sure. I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna switch
Yes.
back
Yeah,
to
sure.
Elden Ring.
Mm. Enjoy.
But good luck on the rest of the run, Confucius,
Thank you. Uh,
and a good game.
yeah, good game.
Yeah, good game, guys. I'll stick with you here, Confucius. I have faith.
Uh,
I believe in you.
well, then there's still the divinity to go.
Right.
Uh,
That could be a tricky one. Not that this isn't tricky as well. I feel like last time your crushing demises were playing more nicely.
yeah, well, that were some really good crushing demises there.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with that, indeed.
It's weird how, yeah, the RNG, it's weird how it like, you must have just done one thing in a different order here and it like tweaked
Mhm.
it. It tweaked it. Now it's like on a bad cycle.
Yeah. Oh, wait. That was not. Oh,
There we go.
that was better
That was a
than the
better one.
last one.
Yeah. It's the RNG's back on track now.
Yeah, no, I know I'm playing this. Well, I usually play very slowly. Um, uh, Here in particular,
Yeah, it's tough when you can't take the normal amount of time to like think everything out, especially on a run like this. I feel like
mm,
endless fade
and
is definitely a lot trickier to navigate than
mm,
firelight typically is, right?
yeah. By the way, what is the time? So,
You are at about you're about an hour 10, so I think you got 10 minutes.
okay. That. Oh, no, wait. Oof. That's a lot of guys up there.
Yeah. It's, it's also kind of rough. I don't think there's any AoE offered on this run either, right?
Um, I no, I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
it's probably time for Hallowed Halls. A little fade. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Um, oh, little fade doesn't even die.
Where's that Witwing when you need it?
It's not smart. But that's fine. I can take the hit.
Yeah, I think you still got about three hits of gold there.
Hmm. Not ideal. So I'm gonna take.
Moment of truth.
Okay, so. You go in front, you go at the back, and you go. Here. Still not it. This is still not it. Yeah. No.
It's close. About one hit off
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. I think I might have gotten it if I had the little fade die one more time.
Right.
There was one turn where I messed up and couldn't get little fade to die.
Yeah,
Might
she
have
was.
been the difference.
I think
But
so.
60, 60. Maybe not. 16 times 3. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, but it would have been closer.
Right. Right. Well, that's pretty good effort nonetheless. Yeah, let's put it this way: you made it quite further than I made it in my match.
Well.
Yeah.
Thank you for facilitating.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for playing. It's definitely fun to watch you guys. It's cool to see the different, like vastly different
Yeah.
directions you guys both went.
Where was summary, because I want to see what about the artifacts? What was Nate doing that?
He had some pretty good artifacts. He had, yeah, I think Waxer Snuffer was at the final shop. I guess on the reroll.
Yeah, votive key. I saw votive key, but I got screwed up by votive key so many times. Sometimes it just doesn't, especially when you with hollowed halls and
Right. Yeah, with your deck, I don't think Votive Key would have made sense. It's one of the few artifacts that has an active downside to it.
Yeah. So Dante, 845, and then scaling. How did you scale the wax and spike?
So he had the Firelight.
Yes, of course. The
Right.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, great. All right, but that's what I really love about Monster Train, like having to look at all the diverse decks that come out of it.
Right. Right.
And I think there was a win for me at my path there as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think for sure there was. I think it. Yeah, I think if you just had more time and weren't quite so rushed, there's just so much to consider. Like with your deck, burnout timers and making sure fade dies. I think there definitely was a line, but it was just like a tough one to navigate, right?
I've not yet mastered the Remnant Host. It was actually the first time that I played it in, I don't know since when, probably since vanilla.
I liked it in vanilla, but yeah, I don't really use it too much in the DLC anymore.
All right, time for me to go to bed.
Yeah. I should probably get headed that direction myself. Well, thanks for the match.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely fun watching.
When's your next match?
I got one next week. I still need to schedule it. Versus Skip McLazy.
Okay, yes. I think I either hosted him or played him. No, I hosted him. He was
Nice.
playing quad, I think.
Nice.
So, yeah. All right, then enjoy. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, Confucius.
Yeah, see you around.
See you around.